Okay. So, my name is Riffle, and I'm here to talk to you about a more enjoyable run for the University of Charleston 5K and half marathon. So, the thought behind my idea was I'm a distance runner myself. I run here at UC, and I just thought, because I've done a couple 5Ks, I know personally what I have went through the 5Ks that I think would make it more enjoyable. Now, I've also interviewed a couple other college runners and a college coach as well, and they've all agreed that 5Ks can be more enjoyable depending on who's there and what the 5K stands for, but I would like to add the effect of having refreshments throughout the race, in the middle of it, and possibly playing music and having music tables. So, therefore, for my actual plan is, if mine was to be picked, I would go out maybe a month before the race, or a month or two before the race, and drive through the course and pick spots that I think would be good for each table to be able to set up, whether it's refreshments or music. And because in past experiences, whenever you're running by yourself in a 5K and there's nobody around you to either talk to, or if you're doing it competitively, a lot of kids like to talk to themselves or talk to others to help their breathing. So if they have that music, you can get into a rhythm and make your running more smooth. Another example is when you're running, a lot of times people get tired and their mouth gets dry and it's just harder to breathe, and then everything just goes downhill from there. So if you have those refreshments throughout the race, it'll only be able to help with your breathing and you being able to further yourself as in a better experience. So for my equipment and resources, you would need auxiliary cords and amplifiers, tables. So the auxiliary cord, most of these amplifiers as shown on my PowerPoint, they have an auxiliary plug-in in the back, and this is how our music would be played out. Refreshments and volunteers and extension cords. The extension cords would go that way. We have the amplifiers need to be plugged in for the power source to be able to run the extension cords from nearby buildings. Volunteers is a big one because we need students to be able to play music that is allowed, no vulgar language or anything of that sort, but something to keep the hopes up and feeling good, and the refreshments, to hand out refreshments. And we also want volunteers that are going to be respectful, and people that aren't just going to sit there and laugh at somebody that's out there trying their hardest or anything of that sort. So these are the equipment we need. For the refreshments, we have water, Gatorade throughout the races, and at the end of the race, when they come through the finish line, it's always been best to have water, Gatorade, and some sort of like banana or oranges, because it's always good to get that minerals and nutrition from your fruits right after. The best time to eat after a race is 30 minutes after. So if they have those sources of energy to put back in their body after running a 5K or running a half marathon, having the oranges and bananas at the end of the race is going to allow them to get the sources they need right back into their body from all the work they have just done. So these are only a few things of what I think would help. With the help of the interviews, talking to a couple other distance runners, they've also agreed that whenever you have these refreshments at the end and people are out there cheering and in a good mood, everything's just better overall because you're going to be in a better mood. You're not going to be wanting it to be over. You're going to be enjoying the run more than what you're going to be hating it. Thank you.